Hello, my name's Paul Manson. I'm the Managing Director of Print and Display Limited. We're a screen printing company specialising with point of sale material. We deal with retailers, major brands, design agencies, specialise in helping people have problems getting their point of sale into the right places. They worry about their work not being used properly, and they're scared that their budgets are being spent, and all the time the material that they're producing is in a storeroom somewhere gathering dust. I decided to contact Marcus in January 2006. I remember the night, I'll never forget the night. It was a wet Sunday evening, and I was having problems. My business was 2 years old. My sales were going backwards. My customers were taking longer to pay, and I didn't know what to do. The business was on the verge of closing in my books. I'd added up all my assets. Luckily, I'd just bought the factory, and I was on the verge of making the decision to close the business down, sell everything, and go and get a job. I spoke to Marcus for about 2 hours, and at the end of the evening, I made the commitment to travel down and have a look at the President's Club and see if Marcus could help me. It was a very nervous time for me going down. I was scared of how much the money was going to cost, how big the fee would be. I had heard that it was going to be expensive, and it did scare me. I went along to the President's Club. I loved it. It was for me straight away. I'm not the brightest person in the world, but there were things immediately that I could recognise and use, and I did do. With help, I went away, I saw my 2 business partners, I told them the size of the fee. After I picked them up off the floor and explained why we needed to do it, they both agreed. I committed to coming down every Thursday morning, catching the 6 o'clock train from Derby, to be with Marcus for 8:30, and I did this for a year, apart from one holiday. We saw results in no time at all. At that particular time in business we started at the President's Club, our sales were down to about £40,000 a month, and they'd been up at 70 or 80,000. We were below break-even every month. Our overdraft was being stretched, and we didn't really know where to go. Within 6 months, I'm pleased to say that we've got back to the position where we needed to be, and from that point onwards, we just climbed and climbed and climbed. We're now turning over 3 to 4 times what we were turning over. The client base is different. Marcus has helped me to identify ways to get into better businesses, and I've replaced my old existing client base with clients that pay me quicker, clients that pay me more. That being in the President's Club has really had on the business is it's given us funds to develop the business in other ways. One of the things that we've been able to do, because of the increased revenue that we've had in the bank, we've been able to upgrade machinery. And without impacting on the amount of people I employ, I've managed to give myself about 4 times the capacity by the machinery that I've managed to buy, compared with where I was 3 years ago with Marcus. This means that without employing extra men, which is obviously a big capital outlay, we've been able to respond in some months and do 3-4 times what we'd normally do. Typically a good month for us would have been £85,000–95,000 worth of business in a month, and we made a comfortable living at that. Now we get months where we can do £200,000, maybe £300,000 worth of business, and we don't employ any extra people. It's marvellous. If I was you and I was struggling and I was worried about my sales and I didn't know where I was going to find the mortgage from, or perhaps worrying about having a holiday this year, maybe got children at private school and thinking, is there a state school locally good enough for them? I'd see Marcus. I'd see him right away, give him a call, go along to the President's Club. You know, there's something else about this. We were having a conversation a few weeks ago, and at work, Gary and Stuart, we were talking about that initial thing where we were talking about the cost of the fees. And Stuart, who I considered to be the most blue-collar worker in the factory, and obviously he's a shareholder in the business, he said to me, Paul, he said, I don't think about the cost anymore. I think the cost if we'd not done it.
Marcus Cauchi, the Prince of Darkness.